It's time for Tiger Talk with head coach Jeff Tannehill and Stewart Shelby live on the Neville Tiger Network. Tiger Talk's presented by Parker Alexander Law, Family Solutions, Go Family Health, Sonic on North 18th, Tenori's on Louisville, Martinez Chiropractic, James Machine Works, Mama DeLuca's Pizza, Origin Bank, David's Mobile Detail, Nuke's Eatery, 3B Equipment Rental, Lela Title Company, The Levy Grill, Liz McQueen, John Ray Realty, and Jeffrey Angelone. Now, let's head to Melvin's Restaurant as we catch up with head coach Jeff Tannehill and Stewart Shelby.
All right, everybody, welcome into another edition of Tiger Talk. I'm Stewart Shelby and joined, as always, by Neville head football coach Jeff Tannehill. And, Jeff, got the mic. We got everything turned up tonight here.
Everything's loud.
Everybody's loud and getting ready.
They
got a bye week.
Hear us.
That's right. We're live at Melvin's as we are every Wednesday during football season. And Coach, congratulations on a successful bye week.
Healthy,
successful bye week.
It was a good week. I thought our kids really came out on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and had a great practice week. I talked last Wednesday about how good a practice we had on Wednesday, and then Thursday we came out and it was a little shorter, but it was crisp. Defense looked really sharp, and then, offensively we struggled a little bit because we didn't have pads on, but, I thought they did a really good job of executing what we're trying to do. On bye weeks, it's usually like pulling teeth, trying to get them to work real hard. But our kids have really worked hard, and during practices, and they're making each other better. And we do a lot of competition things. And Coach Herndon really stirs the pot up, during the week, on offense and defense, and making them work against each other to make each other better. So it was a really good bye week. I was satisfied when we got done. Had a couple of days off, and then back at it again on Monday.
Well, you're right, back at it again on Monday, and a familiar foe. And we're going to get to some stuff later on but maybe the last time we see a district foe this Friday night as the Bastrop Rams come to Bill Ruppel Stadium to face off against your Tigers. And Coach, touch on it a little bit, but Bastrop – it's not the Bastrop of old. It's not. They're having a little bit of a down year this year. But I watched a little bit of film, and
they got some
because
players.
of lack of talent.
Right. They've got some players out there. They got some big defensive linemen. They've got some skilled guys on offense, and They have gotten better each week in the last 2 or 3 weeks on the films that we have, and I look for them to do some things to keep the ball away from us and that kind of stuff. But we'll get into that in a minute. But I will say this, the numbers came out today.
Yes,
the 4A, 5A numbers. And,
that's right.
Bastrop, it looks like you said, is going to drop to 3A, and it's going to leave us and Franklin Parish up there all by ourselves and don't know which direction we'll go in.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, they were not preliminary. They're the official.
It's the numbers.
The numbers, the attendance figures throughout the LHSAA were released today, and based on a lot of things that teams have until, I believe, 1st of November to appeal these attendance figures. But as it sits right now, there's going to be a lot of shakeup throughout the state and state powers,
right,
if you will.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of teams moving up and some moving down.
And
it's
in every class.
Every class. I mean, and we'll go through a few of those here as we get going. We've got a big show for you here tonight. We welcome some of the ladies from the Neville girls volleyball team as they prepare for the playoffs next week. I think they've got one more tomorrow night at the Hirsch, as they like to call it, Herschel McConaughey Gym on the campus of Neville. We'll talk to them about that and their season this far and what they're looking forward to in the playoffs next week. We're going to talk to a host of Neville Tigers. We've got a couple of guys from the defense, a couple of guys from the offense, and one of them's offense special teams.
Specialist.
There you go. A specialist. He is. Definitely going to talk to a few players. And then back to Coach Tannehill to talk about the Bastrop Rams. But, let's get into these numbers. And I had it pulled up here on my trusty iPad as I get back in it. But one of the things that a lot of people had predicted, and the rumors were out there that, Edna Carr was going to move up to 5A.
5A.
Didn't really know if they were going to have the numbers to move up to 5A, but they definitely had sought to get into the Catholic League down there and it looks like it's going to work out. As I believe St. Aug, is it St. Aug that's moving down to 4A? No. St. Aug's going to stay up, but Shaw. That's right. Shaw moving down. Thanks, Jason. As
Captain.
That they would move out and Carr would move in to the 5A ranks. Karen Crow too, moving up into 5A.
Well, they fluctuated over the years, 5A, 4A. I think they played West Monroe in the Dome there in the mid 2000s, somewhere in there. But we're right on the cusp. The number we heard was 1050, and we turned in 1047. So it's one of those deals where the number has actually dropped about 100, I think, from the last time they did this 3 years ago. So. It keeps us in 4A, just barely, but we're still in 4A.
One of the top two teams in 4A, I believe it was Carr and
it was Huntington and then us.
Well, Huntington and y'all, but y'all are one of the highest attendance in 4A. But on the bottom end, it was Carr and I don't know.
Northwood Shreveport.
Northwood and Shreveport would move up. Mm-hmm. So that was another one out of the huge district that we're kind of in now. Northwood moving out. Some people thought maybe West Washita would come back down, but that's not going to happen. And a lot of people thought Franklin Parish may move down to 3A, but they're pretty solidly still in 4A. But Bastrop moving down to 3A, that's going to be in a district with Sterlington and Wasman Carroll.
That'll be a very competitive district.
Definitely so. Oak Grove, one of the other local teams affected. They moving back up to 2A. And
a little interesting fact on them. I'm good friends with their coach, and Coach Gregory does a great job over there. And and I was good friends with Coach Dalrymple. But out of all the state championships that they've won there at Oak Grove, none of them have been in AA. I think they were runner-up a time or two, but they've always been in Single A.
Single A. Mm-hmm. They've won a bunch over there, and I'm sure they've got one more playoff run in them as they taken on St. Fred at St. Fred's on Friday.
That's Friday night, big game.
That's right. So you going through there, but I mean the Karen Crow moving up, Carr obviously moving up, Shaw kind of moving down is.
Yeah, that's a little different. They'll still be private school though, so they'll be select. So Shaw will stay.
Select,
so it won't really affect us as far as
that. But
playoffs.
I mean, we've talked about the difficulty of scheduling things. At least, in this way, at least it makes it a little bit. Maybe not clearer, but at least the road you got to hoe here as Grant moving back up to 4A.
I didn't see that
here.
one.
Grant moves back up to 4A, and if you remember a few years back,
they were in our district.
It was Grant, Tioga. I think Bolton moved down to 3A.
Yeah.
So
we don't know which direction we'll go.
4A. So I guess that districting meeting, we're trying to get to is that comes. That's what, in January. Or right around
actually, in November is, I think, when you have to declare what you said a while ago, declare whether or not you're going to play up or down or whatever, and then later it'll be probably January, early January, and then we'll have the convention in late January that will solidify, everything. So, a lot of stuff's going to go back and forth. It looks like we'll stay 4A. Hopefully we will, and it's that really kind of allows us to play some Shreveport teams that wouldn't be in our district then. So maybe we can possibly pick those guys up non-district. And, we really have to see which direction. Will they put us in Shreveport or will they put us in, Alexandria
Central,
again?
South Louisiana.
Yeah, we don't really know yet. So it's just tough scheduling games, non-district. We've had, 2 or 3 we've tried to talk to and that kind of thing. It just hadn't worked out. But hopefully we'll get it all scheduled here in the next couple months and get ready to play whatever we're going to have to play next year.
Well, next year, still pretty far ways off, and the Tigers still have some unfinished business here in 2021, and we're going to talk to a few of the players here coming up in our third and fourth segments. We brought 4 guys today, so definitely putting in the work in the bye week as the Tigers prepared for Bastrop, and really, in the bye week. Let's just kind of get back to that a little bit. I mean, you talked about some competitive drills to where you're going, kind of maybe some best on best type of deals. But is there any other things that you look at maybe from down the line, or you try to install a few wrinkles or anything new?
Yeah, well, we spent the week, we broke the defense down. They broke themselves down. Then offense, we broke ourselves down, and we looked at a few things and, trying to find out what we're really good at and kind of get better at that, and then work on a few things that we're not really good at. And we spent last week doing it, part of this week doing it too. And, we got a tight end back. We got another one back. Plummer came back last week, and kind of working him in there. Him and Tristen are working the tight end spot, and then Plummer works the receiver spot some too. And so just trying to get him comfortable again. We've put a lot of stuff in since he's been gone week 1, so he's having to play catch up a little bit, but he's done a really good job of that, and Tristan's really helped him come along there some, and but those are the things that we try to do in the bye week. One, get healthy, and then kind of tidy up some things, and then let's work on what we got to get better at in the future.
Well, definitely was some hard work last week, and I'm sure you guys as well as the players enjoyed having a Friday off.
Friday off, watching games on TV and YouTube. All these young guys know how to do all that stuff. I just have to get Will to send me a link to where whoever's playing on the internet, and I'll watch a little bit of that. And then, you get to watch Friday Night Lights at home for the first time all year. So it's, it was good to have a week off, but I'm ready to get back to it.
Yeah, definitely ready to get back to it. So with that, we're going to take a break here on Tiger Talk. Got a great crowd out here at Melvin's. Come join us if you want to see us live here at Tiger Talk. When we return, we will have Lela Hansen and Caroline Garrett, 2 members of the Neville volleyball team, to discuss what's going on with volleyball right now. Hadn't talked to them yet this year.
Almost.
Playoffs is playoff time, so we're looking forward to that. So stick with us right here on the Neville Tiger Network. We'll be right back.
Being a strong team means accomplishing great things by working together. Being a Neville Tiger means striving for excellence in all things. Origin Bank and Neville High School share a long history of making a difference in our community. Together with the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, we're able to provide meals to children, families, and seniors facing hunger in Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville Tiger football, always a winning combination. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
You told me one click.
You told me one call.
You told me you'll get it done,
I called.
but never got you.
Instead, I was handed off to someone else.
In fact, I never even met you.
Are you even for real?
Don't be misled. If you've been injured, you deserve to meet with the actual attorney you saw on TV.
At Parker Alexander, you'll meet with me.
Or me.
We'll fight to get the money you deserve.
Remember, there's never a fee unless we get money for you. And that's for real.
Come by Melvin's Restaurant before and after the game for the best burgers and ribeyes in town. Melvin's Restaurant are proud supporters of the Neville Tigers and are home to Tiger Talk with Jeff Tannehill every Wednesday night. Come by Melvin's Restaurant, located on 1128 Oliver Road in Monroe, or call them at 318-325-2055. That's Melvin's Restaurant in Monroe.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Tiger Talk, and you can see got a little brighter up here on stage. It's tired. Everybody gets tired of watching me and Coach Tannehill, so we bring in Lela and Caroline from the Neville volleyball team. And girls, welcome to Tiger Talk.
Thank you for having us.
Really enjoy getting to talk to girls like y'all that doing some other stuff besides football here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it's been. I've really enjoyed for the last couple of years. I mean, I think last year we kind of revived the volleyball program. We'd had a little bit there early on.
A long time ago.
And but y'all have done a good job. Coach Birch coming in and doing that. Everything is going, I see y'all getting better from the first time we watched this, and I enjoy watching some of these volleyball matches, and it looks like you've garnered a crowd. The students have kind of come around this year for you girls. So talk a little bit about that, Lela, about getting maybe a little bit more support this year than you did last year.
Yeah, the student section really did show out this year. They've definitely helped us to get more momentum during the games, and helped us to have some pride in volleyball since we just started it. So now it's kind of set in stone, and I feel like it's going to be a really big program now. Well,
Carolyn, what kind of brought you to volleyball? Did you play it growing up or anything? Or?
Well, I moved here from Baton Rouge a couple of years ago, and I had played all growing up since I was about 8. So whenever we got the program here, I was really excited. And so me and about 2 other girls on the team were the only ones who have ever played. So to see the whole team grow and everyone kind of step up and learn the sport so quickly has been really fun.
Now, Lela, they call you the Ribeiro or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm still learning.
No,
Okay,
it's okay.
So bear with me. So what does that mean?
So I'm the libero.
Libero, not
yeah,
Ribeiro. There we go.
Libero,
I got you.
So I'm the main defensive passer, meaning that I'm always in the game. Besides, I'm an opposite of a middle. That's a front row.
Okay.
I will never go front row.
I got you.
I stay back the whole game, and I will switch in from one middle to serve, but I will serve for another middle. Other than that, I'm always in.
It basically means that she doesn't have to sub. She can just run in the game whenever, and she can stay in the whole time.
She could stay in, so she can move around
She
as
stays
long as she stays in the back on the back line.
Yes.
Or serving.
Yes.
Right. And then you replace when the center rotates to serve, you serve.
I'll
for
sit
the
out
center.
until we lose the point. Then I'm back in.
Then you're back in.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody got that? I mean, that's what it's one of those deals with anytime a new sport comes to Neville, it's kind of it takes some time to get that traction, but it takes ladies like you to. I mean, y'all are playing an exciting brand of volleyball. Y'all make it definitely.
It's been great.
It's been fun. Y'all had a big win, I believe, last week against the Rebels, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about beating West Monroe. It's been a good year for Neville against West Monroe thus far here in the fall.
Yeah, it was the rocky start in the first set. We ended up playing. So we played best of 5, and we went all the way to 5 sets and kept winning, going back and forth. But then we pulled through at the end. So it was exciting.
Yeah. So we really weren't predicted to win. They're 5A school. They've been playing for a lot of years, and we just started. So to come out and win against them, going to a tiebreaker and come out on top, it was a great win.
So in a tiebreaker, explain what happens with a tiebreak scenario in volleyball.
So in volleyball, you play the best of 5 sets. So say you win the first 3, or the first team to 3 wins the whole game.
Gotcha.
So you can either play 3 sets and be over, or you can play 4 sets and win 3 and be over. But so in this game, they won a set, we won a set, they won a set, we won a set. So we went to that 5th set. And usually you play to 25 points, but in that last set you only played to 15.
Okay.
So we came out, I think it was 2-2, and in the last set
15-8 maybe?
Yeah.
15-8. So y'all closed the door.
Yeah,
we
did.
Well, so we've got who is it? Houghton. Houghton tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And that's going to be at the gym at Neville.
Yes,
so everybody come out. I mean, it's a fun time. I truly encourage everybody, if you hadn't watched these ladies play volleyball, to come on out and check it out. So that's going to be your last tune-up for the playoffs.
Yes,
so what about Houghton? I mean, give us an idea of what we're looking for them. Have y'all played them already this year?
We have, and we had a couple players out that game.
She was actually out, and she's our outside hitter.
So
and her sister, they were out.
It was a close game, but we did lose. But it was around 25-23. So I think we can do it tomorrow. We've been on a
good little run here.
I think we're on a little bit of a high right now, so maybe we can pass that over.
So you made the playoffs last year in the first year back, right? Had to go down south.
We did.
And it seems that, those schools down south, I mean, in volleyball, it's like golf and soccer and things like that. You have divisions. It's not 4A, 5A, this right there. All the schools, there's no non-select, select when it comes to that. So you've got a lot of schools that have been I mean, a lot of all-girls schools
Yeah.
that just that's what they do. They play
Specialize
volleyball.
in volleyball.
Exactly. So, if people don't realize the amount of volleyball talent there is in the state, and there's some good volleyball programs around here in colleges and everything else that are just people just, it's football country. And I think that y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all started something really good here, really great at Neville, and keep that momentum going. It's going to be a great thing for the ladies at Neville High School in the years to come. So what else, what attracted you to volleyball? I mean, I've watched you play softball and everything growing up. And what got you on the volleyball court?
Honestly, Caroline just always talked about it, and I just it was a new sport, and I just I wanted to try it, and I was like, they need people, and I was like, why not? It's my junior year. Let's go out there and just try it.
Yeah. Well, and you like competing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's fun. The volleyball that you got growing up when we were there was just random.
Church volleyball.
A little bit of it.
We played three-way volleyball at Lee with Henry T. Esau. I'd like to know, and that was one of the funnest times we ever had, but we didn't know anything about playing volleyball. And it was just more about hitting the ball as hard as you can at your buddy and trying to knock him out. It's like a organized dodgeball-ish thing.
Yeah. I think a little bit of what attracted me is we set up a volleyball net in our backyard. This was probably 5 years ago, and we play volleyball games on Easter. So I think that probably started it. And then when the program came up, I was like, why not?
It's also kind of amazing. After every game, coaches will come up to our coach and ask how long certain players have been playing. They're so good, and they're this is only their second season. And so most schools around here are surprised that we're competing after only 2 years.
Well, with your coach, with Hannah coming in, I mean, it's very fortunate, I guess, for y'all to have a true college volleyball player. A lot of schools don't have that type of coach. It's just somebody that coaches volleyball. Let's learn this. And I believe, based on the improvements that we've seen, I mean, she's definitely been a pretty good influence on you guys.
The assistant coach was also played at ULM.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
And who is that? If I'm sorry that I don't know.
Hadley.
Hadley Swartz.
Yeah, Hadley Swartz. So
yes,
with Hannah and Hadley really getting after it, how can they play? Can y'all beat up on them?
So they do hit at us a little bit, and they can put some balls down. But our defense is pretty good, and our offense, they can hit the ball past their blocks. We're getting there.
Well, a very scrappy bunch. A lot of digs and things going on. I mean, they're a very exciting brand of volleyball. I encourage, like I said earlier, everybody, if you can, come out. What time do y'all play tomorrow?
JV starts at 5:30. We play after, usually around 6:30.
It's normally around 6:30, but the JV girls do a great job as well. So you come out there. Check them out, support your volleyball team, see what you got, and hopefully we'll get a win in that first round of the playoffs and get y'all back in the Hirsch.
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Sounds great.
Sir.
All right, thanks, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice round of applause from the crowd here at Melvin's. And when we return, we will have who do we got next? Who wants to go next, guys? We're going to have, I believe, Enyce and Zay. They're going to go next. They look the hungriest. They want to get fed first after that. So stay with us. We'll be back right after this break right here on the Neville Tiger Network.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see him in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Come by Melvin's Restaurant before and after the game for the best burgers and ribeyes in town. Melvin's Restaurant are proud supporters of the Neville Tigers and are home to Tiger Talk with Jeff Tannehill every Wednesday night. Come by Melvin's Restaurant, located on 1128 Oliver Road in Monroe, or call them at 318-325-2055. That's Melvin's Restaurant in Monroe.
All right, everybody, welcome back into Tiger Talk. We're live at Melvin's Restaurant on Oliver Road in Monroe, as we are every Wednesday night during football season. So if you couldn't make it tonight, check us out next Wednesday night, and we'll recap hopefully a Tiger win over the Bastrop Rams and look forward to the final regular season game next Thursday night. Just putting that in there against Huntington. And as you can see, we traded out the volleyball players for a couple of defensive guys. So we've got Enyce Sledge, Zay Straughter. Welcome to Tiger Talk, guys.
How you doing?
How you doing? Thank you for having us.
Hey, look. Now, I've been watching you guys for a couple of years. And what kind of got into y'all this year? Y'all got a pretty nasty defense going on.
We didn't really lose a lot of guys from last year. So you can say that the chemistry that went from, between us was still there.
Mm-hmm.
So it really made playing with each other, playing all, in sync, it made it real easy for us.
Made it pretty easy for you. And Enyce, man, watching you progress over the last couple of years, you turn into a beast there on the defensive line. You're getting just really been a presence, a disruptive force there. What do you attribute some of that growth to?
What helped me was my teammates. I wanted to step up and take on that role to be a big presence for them to help them out, because I just didn't want to put all the pressure on them and on my back end for them to have to make plays, and I wanted to step up and take on that role, and me seeing my friends, come up, be great players and getting all these offers and stuff, and I said I wanted to make a change, so I made a change for my coaches and my teammates, and that just kind of sparked some up in me. So
spark some up? Yeah, well, look, man, it's definitely working. Hey, hand me that wireless while you got it real fast. We're going to pull this up, Enyce. Pull that mic up. We're going to go to this one because that one's kind of a little far away from your face. So there you go. Check that out. So, Enyce, those pretty big sacks throughout the early part of the season. You got any favorite ones from the first few games up to this point, or favorite moments?
I'd say my favorite moment was against Ruston. It kind of sparked some up in me. Coach made a few adjustments, and my teammates sacrificed some of the things that they had to do for me to get in great spots to make big plays, so I had to own up to it and, just show that I'm here, that I'm a big presence, I'm going to do what I got to do for my guys.
And Zay, man, in the back end, you guys have got a lot of talent there on the back end of that defense. And, playing with we've talked to Marion, we've talked to what am I doing? I forgot. But anyway, your guys in the back end, let's talk about the collective group. As talented as you are, there's not much can get past you guys.
Man, all I have to say is shout out to the coach that we have, Coach Chris. He really takes out the time, puts in the effort, shows us the right technique to put us in the right position. And Coach Collins, too, he calls good plays that put us in the best position to make good plays.
So tell me, the preparation that those guys are putting y'all into schematically. Y'all go in with a good game plan. You kind of get on a good idea of what you guys are going to do, and then you've got to execute it. So putting y'all in the right place to be successful, and it's definitely shown if that's the case. Because not only coaches can only do so far. They got to put you in that opportunity, but then you guys as players have to be able to kind of relish in that opportunity and get some things done. And Enyce, back to you. When you create a lot of stuff, I mean, you've got some talented linebackers behind you, and being able to disrupt things on that line allows for other guys to make some plays.
I say that's a blessing.
Little closer.
That's a blessing to have those guys, because if I'm getting blocked, if I'm getting stopped, triple team, I know they got my back, and I know they're gonna come down and make the play, and I know my cornerbacks, I know everybody gonna be there for me when I'm getting stopped. So I'm thankful to have those guys instead of being a lot of pressure on me. Putting it on me, I got those guys that have my back, and Coach Collins puts us in great spots to do great things. So I'm thankful to have Coach Collins and Coach Courtney Wallace. He took this D-line to a whole new level, and I'm proud and to have those guys as coaches. So it's a blessing.
Well, Coach Wallace was a heck of a defensive lineman at Neville. Is there anybody that you've I want to ask both of you this deal that you've kind of molded your play after? Enyce, you got the mic. Go ahead.
I'll say some guys that I kind of try to mold my playing style after is Coach Courtney Wallace and Rashard Lawrence. When I was little, I used to come to the Neville games. I wasn't never like a football player. I was always in the basketball gym, just playing basketball a lot. So me seeing them play 2015 year before they went to the Dome, that kind of sparked something inside of me, and I always looked up to them. And I never thought I'd end up at Neville, but now I'm here. So it's
yeah, you might as well make the best of it, huh? You found a good spot. What about you, Zay? Anybody that you kind of maybe try to emulate on the football field?
I try to get my game from my brother and my cousin, Corey Straughter and Charles Straughter. Corey Straughter, he a real technical guy. Like, seeing him play so fluently is just amazing to me. And Charles, he just has amazing ball skills. He knows, like, he reminds me of a Earl Thomas type of guy.
Yeah.
He has a knack for getting the ball in his hands.
Well, a couple of talented relatives you had there, but that's not taking anything away from you, because, I mean, your play right here, especially this season, has really took it up a notch. A lot of pass breakups and some nice big hits. I mean, you can cover a lot of ground on that from that safety spot.
Yeah, that's one thing Corey admitted I could do better than him, and that's tackling.
That's tackling. Those pick guys, I mean, Dion, he didn't like tackling. He didn't like tackling either. Now he would every now and again, but guys like to get picks.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with picks, but when I got, like, that first sack and played West Monroe, like, I was happy.
Yeah, you should be.
I mean, every time Coach Collins calls, like, any blitz play, I'm like, oh, yeah, I get to go.
Get to go.
I get to get in there with the trench with the boys.
Well, when you got guys like Enyce in front of you, open up a hole for you, it makes it a lot easier. And they got to worry about big guys like him. You get the edge, the speed comes in, and you can take. But you got to finish those plays and you have. I mean, at least to this point, I'm sure you're going to continue that.
It was one. I think same thing was more. We had a blitz. I had a blitz. If I was a tad bit quicker, it would have been me. But I really appreciate Enyce and D-line linebacker guys. They really help us in the pass game. They make the QB nervous, so he don't got a lot of time to really put a lot of perfect effort into his throw, make him mess up, and that helps us out get picks and PBUs and everything.
Well, you're right. It's kind of there's 11 guys on that field, and everybody's got to be working together. The pressure that Enyce and guys like Fobbs White and the rest of those guys on that defensive front definitely can give y'all some opportunities. The backfield's gotten a few picks that were definitely I've seen. Your big paws in a couple of quarterbacks' faces, and they're just like, get rid of it. They'd rather just get rid of it than you guys pounce on the interception. I know I would if you were coming at me. That's one of the reasons, guys like you, one of the reasons I stopped playing quarterback back in the day. So, all right, Enyce, you've committed to Baylor, right?
Yes, sir.
And talk about that process, man, and what kind of led you maybe to that decision and anything else, because it was a weird year last year in COVID and recruiting and everything else, but having the opportunity to go play at the next level, something I'm sure you're looking forward to.
It's a blessing. Coach Aranda and Coach DJ and the rest of the staff, they have this thing, person over player. They like the player, they like person over player. They like how you are off the field. They take the time to create you as a great young man to be a great husband and great father, and I like that because that's what I want, and I want to be a coach when football is done. So I thought that was the best decision for me. I mean, Coach Aranda, he's a very smart man. He can put you in certain spots like Coach Collins can, and he can do great things for you and get you great looks. Coach DJ, the best defensive line coach, I think, in the state. That's what I think. He coached Rashard at LSU. You see where Rashard is now. He developed him into a great player. So I thought that was the best fit for me, being able to be coached by that old LSU staff and me seeing the things that they've done from the past at LSU.
You talked about Rashard. You got Justin Ellis playing for the Ravens. You got Fedarian over there at Alabama in his last year at Alabama. We got a potential to have 3 Neville defensive linemen playing in the NFL all at the same time, which I know has never happened in this deal. So you talk about the historical perspective of some big defensive linemen, and you come in right in there to fill that gap. Has been everybody's like, who's going to be the next guy? Who's going to be the next guy? And you got better, bigger and better, and looking forward to watching you excel after this. But we're still got stuff to business to take care of here at Neville. Now, Zay, what you talking about? Anything outside of football? I mean, you got any other sports that you play or any college plans? Talk about it.
At the moment, I don't. I have looks. I have like McNeese and UCA.
Yeah.
And hopefully, the more that I keep performing, the more interest they're taking me, and eventually give me the offer. Because I do wish to keep playing football throughout of going to college.
Yeah.
But if that plan doesn't come to be, then I'm still going to go to college. But I'm a major in psychology.
Psychology? Well, look, if you're out there, UCA, McNeese, anybody else out there, you got a good one here in Zay. I can promise you. I mean, I would bet those offers are going to come your way. You keep putting in the effort, putting in the work, and playing like you've been playing. Somebody's out there and using those gifts to get that education at a place of good schools. There's no doubt about it. McNeese, UCA, wherever. I mean, it doesn't matter. Being able to do that is a blessing and I look forward to some other doors opening for you with all that. All right, so we got Bastrop coming up. Now, has been anything going on with Bastrop? Any talk or anything like that? It's been kind of quiet around Neville High School. Normally Bastrop Week's kind of big. It's just been eerily quiet. Any big things y'all looking forward to getting the Rams at Bill Ripple Stadium?
I mean, like you said, last year we played Bastrop. It was one of the big weeks we had. Even though they were one of our rivals.
Yeah.
Whenever we play them, these know it's gonna be a good game. It's a real difference between this year and last year, and that's only because, no disrespect to Bastrop, but they're not the same team they were last year. So I guess you can say around the school we don't take them serious, but we still do. They're still Bastrop. Yeah. And they still going to play us with them same 11 guys and play their hardest.
Yeah, they definitely will. I mean, anytime these two teams get together, you can throw the records out. It's always going to be a good battle. Well, guys, look, I really appreciate you both joining us here on Tiger Talk. Enjoyed talking with you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys excel throughout the rest of this season. Hopefully we got a lot more games to go. So congratulations on all the success up to this point, and good luck to the future.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Enyce Sledge, Zay Straughter joining us here at Melvyn tonight. When we come back, we're going to flip the script. We've got a couple of offensive guys to come see. So stay tuned for that. We'll be introducing you to them right after this break.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizza, 9, 12, or 14 inch. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta bowls. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Baton Rouge, Shreveport, New Orleans.
Attorneys from all over our state are flocking to our area to handle your injury case. I'm Chad Carter.
And I'm Kevin Alexander. We didn't come in from out of town to take your case.
If you've been injured, come see us at Parker Alexander. We live and work right here in Northeast Louisiana.
Remember, we don't get paid unless you get paid. So we're here to handle your case personally.
Let Tenori's own Louisville help you with your special gift needs, offering a wide variety of products to make any Tiger happy. Go visit Tenori's, located at 801 Louisville Avenue, or give them a call at 318-325-4100. That's Tenori's on Louisville. Come by Melvin's Restaurant before and after the game for the best burgers and ribeyes in town. Melvin's Restaurant are proud supporters of the Neville Tigers and are home to Tiger Talk with Jeff Tannehill every Wednesday night. Come by Melvin's Restaurant, located on 1128 Oliver Road in Monroe, or call them at 318-325-2055. That's Melvin's Restaurant in Monroe.
Hi, Tiger fans. Welcome back into Tiger Talk, and we traded defense for some offense and special teams here as we welcome in Tristen Osborn and Breard Inabnett to Tiger Talk. Guys, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, well, look, let's start with you, Breard. Kicking the football is always an interesting kind of job.
Yes, sir.
You're like the relief pitcher in baseball. You get to go sit out there, do your own thing, and carry the balls around, kick amongst each other, and then you come back in and any kind of weird rituals or anything you got going on with that, or you just come out there and do your job?
I think you just go out there and do our job. That it's an interesting question.
We're just going to start you off with the easy ones, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I've seen guys that have a special shoe. I knew a guy that kicked when we were there and had a special shoe, and it was just in the start of the soccer-style kickers around Neville. It used to be, some guy that go 3 steps straight up and square toe that thing, and nobody really trusted a soccer-style kicker. Coach Brown didn't do it, and all those. At some points, and I'm messing with him, but it was a different way of doing things. Now there's all kind of ways to get through it, and I've watched you kick the football for the last few years and get progressively better and better and better, and now just virtually automatic there from extra points, and it's been kind of unfortunate on some of the field goals this year. A couple of them have gotten blocked,
Yes,
But talk about what it took, the work that it takes. I'm not making fun of that, but it is. That's a pressure situation.
Yes, sir. It's like you said. It seems like it's almost automatic. It's repetition,
Mm-hmm.
making sure you're getting in 1,000 reps, doing the right thing, and then when you see a problem, get another 1,000 reps fixing that problem. And it's just constant battle back and forth of trying to make sure you're getting every little detail right on that kick.
Yeah, and you've done a good job up to this point. Tristen, man, so talk about this. Been playing great at tight end this year. Getting in, I guess you really got thrown into the fire early in the season, and have become the everyday tight end. So talk about maybe your progression into a tight end. You didn't always play tight end, did you?
For the past 2 years, I actually have been playing tight end.
Yeah.
I did not freshman year though. I think I was defensive end.
Yeah, I think you're on the. I thought you were on the defensive side of things.
Yes,
there, right there. But throwing in there, what are you looking for out of that tight end position? Because they've started to kind of add to that, where it went from kind of spread out all the time to a couple of, tight end's a very important part of the Tiger offense.
Yes, sir. It seems hard, but it's really not. You kind of have to know a little bit about the offensive line, a little bit how to run routes as a receiver. So you got to combine the two, and it's just different.
Was there anything you've got to say to the quarterbacks? It was like, do you want them to throw it to you more or anything?
I would
talk to Coach Birch, Coach Tannehill. I mean, we got it on tape here. It's like we're gonna try to get some more focus on the tight end a little bit more.
That would be nice. I'd like a few more passes for the season.
Yeah, that's right. Take as many as you can get. But doing a great job. I mean, it's easy. We've talked to a few offensive linemen coming in here. I say it makes it look easy for with the guys you got in the backfield. Somebody like AJ but you still got to. What a lot of people don't see is you going kicking somebody out or sealing the edge for somebody. So it really it can kind of shift the focus away from those big guys up front, doesn't it?
Yes, sir, it does.
Well, I mean, that's okay. It's one of those deals. Let AJ, if AJ gets 2,000 yards this year, y'all can all have a party.
Yes,
because that's a heck of a job. I don't care who you are. You got to have an offensive line to do that. So, have you ever tried to kick or anything like that?
I think before a practice one time I did, and I had no clue what to do. It was so hard. I don't think I got it 10 yards maybe.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I've always been amazed at guys to be able to get that whip to really do it. I mean, everybody kicked and punted the football around all the time. But talk about did you go any camps or anything over the past couple of years to do this, or has it just been outside of just your own hard work?
Well, it definitely helps to have that outside instruction.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a guy particularly, Matt Nelson in Ruston,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't do big camps. It's nothing like a huge go to a Ray Guy camp or something like that. And he's great for tune-up. He knows technique extremely well, and that's helped me along really well throughout my years of kicking. And he says he can give you the technique to work on, but you have to go progress it and do it yourself. So,
well, no coach is ever going to, that's the reason they're coaching. They know techniques and things like that, but they're not playing anymore. You can't go out and do it. It does take those reps and repetition. It's just like anything. I mean, you got to have those reps kicking the football, just like you got to have reps, blocking an Enyce or Bob's White or somebody, which is fun, right?
Yes, sir. I guess you can say fun.
In some ways, when you have Tigers are blessed with a lot of talent on both sides of the football, and being able to practice against those guys has got to help you progress in your craft, and especially when there's somebody else besides them on the other side on Friday nights.
Yes, sir. You got to live up to the two great tackles and the whole O-line too, because I got to be on par with them. If not, it's not a whole unit.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And you can see when you move from left to right, they put you over there, and when you got some guys like Will and Lance out there, I mean, it can make any guy look small. And but I think that makes it better for you guys, because y'all can kind of come in there. Nobody can say, "Look at this guy. I'd rather get hit by this guy." And when this guy hits you, it kind of opens their eyes a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, and making it go right there. Now, what else? You play other sports,
yes,
right?
Sir. I play baseball too.
Mm-hmm. And tell us what positions you're playing in baseball.
I play first base and pitch.
First base and pitcher.
Yes, sir.
So that's good. You can get the pitching deal, and you can take some days off and stuff like that. It's always a good thing to be as a pitcher in baseball. Anything? What else you got going on up there, Breard?
Can't can't say I'm in baseball with Tristen. Earlier in high school, freshman, sophomore year, I was going around in soccer and tennis.
Mm-hmm.
I've narrowed it down. I've just been focusing on kicking right now. And I'm thinking of doing some sports after football this year, but that's for the future.
Get football out of the way.
Yes, sir.
Right there. Well, we look forward to seeing what you figure out down there. But both of y'all, senior year, y'all enjoying things
yes,
to this point?
Absolutely.
It's been a heck of a run, and I know there's a few more games to go. Y'all's goals aren't quite there yet. Still got a couple of games to kind of sew up that district championship, right? And then you get into the playoffs. Excited to maybe put a different mark on things, and ended a little abruptly last year with when you hit the Karen Crow and just ran into a buzzsaw. There's talk that if things go, you might get a chance to get Karen Crow a little earlier in the playoffs. Did y'all even look at anything like that? Power ratings, does it matter to y'all guys, just whoever shows up?
Whoever shows up.
Next person.
The next man up, huh? Next man up. Well, look, guys, really appreciate you guys stopping by and talking with us on Tiger Talk. Like I've told the defensive guys, I really enjoyed watching both of you guys progress up to this point, and good luck in the future as Neville Tigers.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thanks, everybody. Everybody, round of applause for Tristen and Breard as we're going to take a quick break, and we will return with Coach Tannehill to talk a little bit more about these Bastrop Rams coming up this Friday night at Bill Ripple Stadium. So stay tuned right here on the Neville Tiger Network.
Hey Neville Tiger Nation, this season if you find yourself feeling a little under the weather, visit Go Family Health on North 18th Street. They cover flu shots, sports physicals, sick visits, annual visits, or if nothing is wrong, they can do your regular checkup. Go Family Health has a happy staff, clean office, and they can take care of all your family's health care needs.
This is Tiffany Terra with Go Family Health. We love our Neville Tigers, and we want to thank all of Neville Nation for always supporting Go Family Health.
I'm Matt Dickerson, and I'm a satisfied 3B equipment rental customer. So I called Matt because we were trying to get our plots together for dove season. He brought this equipment out to us, dropped it off, unloaded it for us, and really made the whole process very easy. I know Matt does real well in the service department, and through some other rental experiences we've had with him, the tractor that he dropped off for us was in brand new condition. Everything was in good shape. It's good to know that you can count on equipment when he drops it off. I'd highly recommend Matt Bridges and 3B Outdoors for all your equipment rental needs.
Come by Melvin's Restaurant before and after the game for the best burgers and ribeyes in town. Melvin's Restaurant are proud supporters of the Neville Tigers and are home to Tiger Talk with Jeff Tannehill every Wednesday night. Come by Melvin's Restaurant, located on 1128 Oliver Road in Monroe, or call them at 318-325-2055. That's Melvin's Restaurant in Monroe.
All right, everybody, welcome back to our final segment here on Tiger Talk as Coach Tannehill gets situated over there.
Get my headset
Quick
on.
changing going on over here. There's a lot of stuff going on at Melvin's, and really enjoyed talking to Lela and Caroline. Where am I going with that one? And then I had talked to Enyce and Zay and Breard and Osborn. I mean, just some good guys,
good boys,
good young men that representing the school and your football program well.
And they're doing a great job playing football this year. And this is you just don't ever forget your senior year when you're playing football. I mean, even right now, I still go back and think about the years that that year I was playing my senior year, and just you remember very vividly those close games, and it's something that'll last a lifetime with them.
Definitely, and let's get into the Bastrop Rams. What are we looking at? I mean, people look at their record and they're people are like, oh, it's the Bastrop of old, and you look at the film, and they're still kind of the Bastrop of old. There's some definitely some talented skill guys on that side of the football.
They're big and fast, that's for sure. They've got some guys that are physical at the line of scrimmage, and then they've got some cats that can get outside and really make you miss in space. And and the quarterback, he's coming along. He's done a good job. He's just a 10th grader, but he's really come on the last 3 or 4 games and done a really good job. Number 2 is the quarterback, Jamarian Hawkins. I mean, he's an athletic kid. When you look at him, you go, whew. He's a good-looking kid. He's built well and throws a pretty good football. And then, but the main thing is he runs well, and they use him quite a bit at running the football. And then 13 is one of their running backs. He's their linebacker also. They've got some kids. He's a junior.
Yeah.
Cameron Jackson, he is probably one of the best-looking kids that we'll see in our district this year. I mean,
Really?
he's a specimen, and very physical on defense. Will rock you a little bit. And he was one of the guys that played really well for them last year, and but they're using him at tailback this year, and so he's a good physical runner. But the offensive line. Number 51, I'm sorry, that's D-line. Number 58, Jacarius DeVoyle, and number 57, Michael Smith. Both those guys probably pushing 300 and do a good job. And, defensively, 13 is their go guy. And then 24 looks like Dredarius Minor. He plays free safety. Man, he is all over. We used to say the guy that wore number 7 for Bastrop is always dangerous. Blocks punts and stuff like that. Well, this year it's 24. He's the dangerous guy.
Dangerous guy.
He's the guy that goes and gets the football on passes. He'll come from the dang secondary and blitz, and then he's got great speed, and he goes after everything on special teams. So he's a really good football player. And then 78 is a ginormous human being. He's 6 foot 310. Contravius Jenkins is probably their best defensive lineman. He does a heck of a job. And we're gonna they play an odd front, which they have a straight-up nose guard, and then they play 2 guys over the tackles, and there's nobody over the guard. So it's kind of a different front. It's a 3-man, but they play 5-man because they walk up the outside backers and play a lot of 5-man. But he's the main guy on defense, and he'll line up over Hurd most of the night, and he'll line over Logan Smith some also. And so when he gets over Logan, it's a heavyweight mismatch. 310 and about 220 for us, so it's a little difference. But I think Hurd and Logan can handle him, but he is a good hand. So and number I'm trying to find this other guy. Number 51 is the nose tackle, and he's 6'2", 275, and he's just a freshman.
Just a freshman.
He's a big old boy. So, Landon Sorrell will have his hands full with him. But, athletically speaking, they're as good as anybody in our district.
Yeah.
They just hadn't quite put it all together, and hopefully they won't. Hopefully it won't come together Friday night. But, they're always going to play us tough. It's just a rivalry we've had for quite some time, and it started back with Coach Bradshaw when he got there, and him and Coach McCarty went at it for 20 years or so. And, they're going to play us tough no matter how good they are, how not, or whatever their record is, and their kids are going to play like it's a Super Bowl. So it's and it's at Bill Rupel, so it's that's an advantage for sure there.
Definitely, we need everybody to come out and support these Tigers this Friday night at Bill Rupel Stadium. You haven't got tickets. It'll have
senior night.
It is senior night.
Senior night. Come out and support those seniors. It'll be we've got, I think, 34 of them. And
34 on the football team, and also the seniors, the band and the spirit groups, cheerleaders, Bengal Bells. So that all those festivities start right at around 6:40 that will start everything. So if you get out there, get there early to support these young men and women and honor them for their years of service here at Neville High School. And if you can't make it, you can obviously watch it at Neville on the Neville Tiger Network. But we want your rear ends in the seats. That's what we're doing. We got a lot of home games this year. We want to keep the momentum going. Have great crowds from the get-go. So keep that momentum going. If you don't have a ticket, you can get one from Ms. Joy at the front desk.
Coach Rankin's office. Go to the front door and take a left. You'll be right down on the left, and she'll have all that. And then any information that you need to know about the ball game, she'll have. And, again, it's senior night. They're going to start that about 6:40, and we're going to get all 50 of them or so done before 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to be moving through everything, but it's definitely a good night to come out and enjoy. It's going to be a nice night, cooler temps coming in behind this little cold front that blew through. So
playoff weather.
Playoff right. It's right. It's about time. I mean, I'm looking forward to Friday night. Anytime the Rams and the Tigers get after it, it's going to be a good deal. So Tigers just got to take care of business, do what they do well, and try to come out Friday night with a win.
Exactly. We're just going to try to handle our own business and take care of what we're doing and try to execute as well as possible on offense and be as physical as we can on defense. And, we're going to be just fine if we do all that.
Well, good luck Friday night, Coach. Try to bring home another district win. Got 2 more district games left in this 2021 season before the playoffs, so every one of them counts. So, Coach, thanks once again for joining us here at Melvin's. And
always fun. And
thanks to everybody that joined us, all Caroline and Lela and Enyce and Tristen and Breard and Zay and
have I
leave anybody else out?
We've got quite a few here on the last
thanks
couple
to everybody that's come out here to Melvin's and watched us here. Jason Ewing back behind the scenes doing that, Will Anders as well. And for Coach Jeff Tannehill, I'm Stewart Shelby saying good night from Melvin's. We'll see you Friday night at Bill Ruppel Stadium.